done. White people are. You want to say you're tired from what? We're tired.
Now, I cannot tell you how much I vehemently agree with him. I am fucking sick and tired of niggas. I'm tired of these niggas, bro. I'm tired of the excuse making. I'm tired of everyone playing the victim narrative. Carmelo Anthony's situation is a prime example of niggas making way too many excuses for no reason. The dude was in the wrong. But the excuse making, the slander of other races, the insulting of other people for no apparent reason. They're walking down the street, blowing weed in your face, drinking, looking a mess, looking like two basketballs are in your stomach. I mean, it's got to stop. And I'm right smack dab in the middle of it. I'm in Arkansas. Right next to Mississippi, right next to Alabama, right next to Louisiana. I tell you, the amount of excuses and the amount of people who I've run into who tried to explain their situation away is baffling. Right now, I had to just drive away. I left the situation. I left where I was at right now because I just couldn't take that shit anymore. Simply because I'm like, bro, right now it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm already smelling weed. I'm already seeing people walk down the street, going to the liquor store, drinking, smoking, straight West Coasting. You got people over here working. I'm supposed to be working, actually. Actually, I got a job interview later today, but I can't be around it anymore. I've been in Arkansas for a year now. And to tell you, it's taken everything in me to not just pick up and grab everything and just go. Everything. I can't walk into a Walmart without being looked at weird. I walk in somewhere with my shirt tucked in. I'm looked at like, oh my God, he's an outsider. Well, we can't have him in here. I cut my hair bald. Oh, you look like a naked mole rat. Bro, what the fuck? I cannot win. I just can't fucking win, bro. So, what's the solution, bro? I just got to get out of the South altogether. I'm done with Texas. I've been there before, lived there, worked there for a very long time. I'm in Arkansas right now. Been to Louisiana, been there, worked there for a long time. Been to Mississippi, been to Alabama, been to North Carolina, South Carolina. I've been all across the world so far up until this point, and I can definitively say I want nothing to do with any of these people. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the hate for other people. I'm tired, bruh. And nobody puts it better into perspective than Nick Fuentes. Now, I understand Nick Fuentes is an admitted racist, that some might say, but I think he just wants the best for his people. Just like Dr. Umar and what's the other gentleman's name? Tariq Nasheed. He wants the best for his people, for black people. He advocates for black people. Jamal Bryant advocates for black people. Nick Fuentes does the same thing. So I'm going to bring to you a video, and then we're going to talk about it after the video is done. Check it out.
Done. White people are. You want to say you're tired from what? We're tired. Black people say we're tired from what? You're tired of what? Tired of what? DEI? You're tired of what? Having the standards lowered for you everywhere? Tired of what? People walking around on eggshells not to offend you? Tired of what exactly? What are you tired of? What are you so tired of all the time? We're tired. We white people are tired. We're tired of hearing about it. It's 2025. This is America. Get a job. Dress yourself in them. Put some shoes on. Stop with the slides. Sweatpants. Put some shoes on. Put some pants on. Get a job. Speak English properly. Be respectful. Be considerate. Salute the flag. And shut up. Gosh. I've had enough of it. But no one wants to say this. Everyone's thinking it, but no one wants to say it because everyone's afraid. Everyone's afraid because they know if you say it in real life, you're going to get shot. And they say, oh, say that to a black person. Why? Because they're going to shoot me? No thanks. Yeah, I'm good. Same reason I don't go into the lion's den in the zoo. I'm not about to get eaten. So they say, oh, you wouldn't say that in real life. Yeah, because you can't handle it. Because you're maniacs, and you admit it. And the other reason people don't want to say it, because they don't want to be the bad guy, because it's in poor taste. They don't want to get fired. They don't want to get name called. I don't give a shit. Needs to be said.
Now, I cannot tell you how much I vehemently agree with him. I cannot go into any store, without seeing a bonnet brigade. I literally cannot go out without seeing a do-rag. I cannot go out without seeing slides and fucking Crocs. I cannot go out without seeing these things. And people are looking at me crazy for wearing a scarf, a turtleneck, some slacks, and some Chelsea boots. I dress myself appropriately because I understand the stigma that is around these people. I have to do 3 times, 5 times, 10 times as much to get away from the stigma of what people perceive black people are. And I can't say that they're wrong for perceiving them this way. Which is why most of the time I say I'm not black, I'm brown. My skin is clearly a different color than my shirt. I don't identify with any of these politics. I don't identify with the Jasmine Crockett's. I don't identify with the Tariq Nasheeds. I don't identify with the Dr. Umars. I fucking don't identify. And I'm sick and tired of it too. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to wake up in the morning at 3 o'clock in the morning to get my workout in right before I go to work and see and hear people talking on the balcony, playing loud music, loud exhausts, Hellcats fucking racing in the distance. I don't want to see it, and I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired. And because this is such a reality to me, and I'm living it every single day, I can speak about this. Now, it was different when I was younger because, at one point in time, I was like, man, I want to get around my people, want to see what they're like, because my whole life, up until age 11 or 12, I was homeschooled. I was on a military base, and the people that I saw they didn't look like me. So I'm like, let me just see what they're about. Then I go to public school, and then the public school, I'm getting chased around and beat up by all these black people for no reason. So I'm fighting every single day in the bathroom, defending myself. I get suspended. Then I get in trouble for defending myself. So I'm like, okay, if the whole school is against me, who's gonna be for me? Nobody. See, the reality is, when you're trying to do the right thing, you're not gonna be praised for it. But when you do the wrong thing, you are praised for it. You see these niggas go to jail and they get out of prison, they get $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. I come back from college, I don't even get a good job. I didn't even get oh, you did well, let me help you with your student loans. I didn't get none of that. Matter of fact, I had to immediately start to go to work. The day after let me tell you how fucked up this situation is. The day after graduation, the day after I graduated from high school, I went to college. I was kicked out of my house by my mom's. Now, my mom and my dad, they got divorced when I was 11 or 12. Maybe a little bit younger than that. Maybe like 10. But there were all together, there's 10 of us kids. So 3 were from a previous marriage, 7 was from their second marriage, or from him to her. And the youngest was probably like 2 or 3. I'm thinking to myself like, man, this is probably for the best. But when he left and that schedule that I was on was no more, I realized how important my father was to the development of myself. I found myself getting suspended every single weekend. I found myself disrespecting my mom, not because I wanted to, it's just because I didn't respect her. She can't physically intimidate me. What is she gonna tell me to do? Go to my room? Okay. I was already gonna do that anyway. I don't wanna hear what you have to say anyway. That's not to say that I didn't love her. It was just like, at some point in time, as a man, you need somebody who's gonna intimidate you. You need somebody who's gonna force that respect on you, or force you to respect them. You need somebody who's going to have that threatening, that there's always that thin level of violence between men and boys. That you say this, I'm gonna fuck you up. You do this, I'm gonna fuck you up. We need that. But that was not provided when my dad got divorced. And so now that I'm looking back on it and I'm older and wiser, now I realize how important that father figure was in that household. Now that I'm older, I realize how important that development stage is for men as we're just starting to get going, as we're starting to come into our own, as we're starting to get more confident, that testosterone starts to flow. And if I had to go back and do it again, I would have stayed with him the whole time. But I thought I was growing at 15, so I started working, I started paying bills, I started doing what I needed to do. And my mom would come to me and tell me about the phone bill, the electricity. Hey, can you pay the insurance for the car? Yeah, you know, I can do that. I can do that. Because I wanted to help her out. Was I wrong? Every young guy wants to help his mom out. But now, when I was blind, I couldn't really see, but now I can see. Now I can see. And there was no logical reason why they got divorced. But there doesn't need to be logic at all behind it. As I close, I just want to say this. If you're in the same position as me, you're in the South, you're in Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, you have the same mindset. You never grew up around the degeneracy that I see around here every single day. The bonnets, the flip-flops, the sweats. Get the fuck out. Get out. Start making a plan to get out. In a year's time, I promise you, I will be gone from Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, all of that shit. I'm never coming back here ever again in my life. Because it's not who I am. It's not how I was raised. That's not who I portray myself to be. And the things that I had to do to kind of just cope with it, I don't want to put myself through that shit again. I really don't. So from me to you, if you're in the same position, similar, you're feeling stuck, there's an answer. There's a way out. You just have to grab it with your own two hands and take that shit. Shout out to my guys out there in the money mindset. Shout out to the guys out there in the coach gang, because without them, I would still be spinning, like about to go insane. But now I'm on a path. I'm working on certifications. I'm working to get out. Like even before I get my certifications, I will probably move to a different state. Even before I am competent in what I need to do, I will probably move to a different state and just take that chance, because fuck it. I can't stay here anymore. There is a way. You just have to grab it, reach down and betwixt your legs, feel and see if you have some balls, and realize that you have the power to do whatever you need to do. This is not no motivation. This is just the reality of the situation. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.